Hi, welcome back. My name is Trinity, also known as Mother in the Wild, and I am really excited to invite you on a breath journey today. We have learned a few very helpful breath techniques thus far, but we haven't had a lot of time to explore these breaths and really practice them. So for this video, I will invite you to join me on an 11-minute Sitali breath journey. If you cannot do Sitali, then please feel free to practice Sitkari breath. And if you are unfamiliar with either of these breaths, please feel free to pause this video, come back to it later once you have reviewed the prior videos, especially the one called Cooling Breath. This is the one where we learn all of the benefits of Sitali and or the Sitkari breath, the cooling breath. As kids love to call it, the snake breath or the taco tongue breath. If you are ready to practice this, I invite you to find a comfortable seat. It could be in a chair with your feet firmly planted on the floor beneath you, and it could be on the ground as I am, propped up on a dense cushion or on a rolled up thick blanket. Anywhere that will help your hips be a little bit higher than your knees so that your lower back can feel at ease. And if your knees don't love this position, but you do, then feel free to use more cushions or blankets to prop under your knees so that they can also feel at ease and your hips feel at ease. Your spine can be long and light because we will be here for 11 minutes. As we are practicing this breath, it's nice to hold an energetic seal with the hands known as a mudra. I invite you to find either Gyan mudra, where the first fingers and thumbs come to touch and the rest of the fingers are straight. Palms can be facing up or down on the lap, whatever is comfortable for you. Or you can place your right hand on top of your left and then finish the energetic circuit by pressing the thumbs gently together. And the hands can be down in the lap in the center. These are both beautiful mudras to hold while we are on our journey. Now, the other important thing to remember for this breath is that the drishti is quite relevant. The drishti is the eye gaze, could be inward or outward. For this particular breath, we use an outward drishti. So the eyes are 1/10 open and we gaze at the tip of the nose. This does not feel accessible for everyone. So if that's you and you feel like that gaze is making you a little bit crazy, crossing your eyes a little bit too much, perhaps bringing on a headache, then just gaze at the floor in front of you, eyes still 1/10 open. You may see the tops of your cheeks as you look at the floor in front of you. It's a nice steady gaze. So let's begin by grounding down and finding our comfortable foundation so that we can dive into this breath and feel the cooling benefits, the calming benefits, ways to cool down our body and also our mind and emotions. So this is a beautiful breath if you are feeling angry or frustrated, a little bit hot, you need to cool down. We will bring the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. You can close the eyes down if you feel comfortable to. Begin to relax into your seat. Filling the lower belly, mid lungs, upper lungs with the inhales, expanding through the rib cage. And then releasing the breath from the top of the lungs, the mid lungs, and eventually emptying out the lower lungs. Drawing the rib cage, the lower belly in toward the spine. Beautiful. The shoulders can be heavy, melting away from the ears. Chin is tucked in slightly, finding a nice long spine. beautiful. Now, it's really nice before we get into a deeper meditation to tune in with a mantra. I love the Adi mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. This just means that we are invoking the great creative consciousness, that which you and I and all living beings are co-creating right here, right now together. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. We'll chant it 3 times, or if you're new to it, then just please listen or hum along. We'll start by rubbing the palms vigorously together in front of the heart center. And then pressing them equally together in front of the heart. Close down the eyes, perhaps gaze inwardly at the brow point. Take a deep inhale here together through the nose. Full exhale. And then another deep inhale to chant 3 times. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Deeply inhale. Pause the breath briefly at the top. And exhale, release the palms, release the breath. Release any tension. Perhaps find Gyan Mudra, the first fingers and thumbs touching. And then we'll move into this beautiful breath. Sitali, where the tongue is curled and the breath is entering through the rolled tongue. Or Sitkari, if you cannot genetically roll your tongue. Just press the fronts of the teeth together and inhale through the sides of the teeth. For both breaths, we seal the lips at the top of the breath and then exhale through the nose. Again, eyes are 1/10 open, gazing at either the tip of the nose or the floor in front of you. Here we go. I'm going to set a little timer for 11 minutes and we'll begin. Nice, calm, cooling breath. Roll the tongue or gently press the fronts of the teeth together and inhale through the mouth. Exhale nose. Inhale mouth. Seal the lips. Exhale nose. Inhale mouth. Seal the lips. Exhale nose. Continue at your own pace. Inhaling mouth. Exhaling nose. The rolled tongue isn't working for you, you can practice Sitkari breath. Drawing the breath in slowly and steadily through the mouth. Stay steady with the breath. With your intention to cool the emotions and the heat in the body. If you're new to meditation or pranayama breath work, I invite you to use your steady gaze as your center point. Use the sound of your breath and the technique that you're practicing to keep you in a present state of awareness. Allow the breath and your steady gaze to be your anchor, allowing you to sit in this experience for another few minutes. We're just about halfway there. Keep it up. You're doing great. The eyes are 1/10 open, gazing at the tip of the nose or the floor in front of you. The chin is tucked, pushed slightly back so that your spine is nice and long. See if you can relax your hips, your lower back. Relax your forehead. Relax your shoulders. Just concentrate on this breath technique. Feel as this breath enters the body and feels cool along the tongue or the teeth. Feel as it fills the lungs and expands the rib cage, and then returns to the earth through the nose. And if you notice your mind is wandering, just invite it back to the breath, to the gaze. Sometimes it's helpful to label the mind. So if you notice that you're thinking about all there is to do in this day, calculating lists, just label it future. Come back to the present. Perhaps you notice the mind is hanging out in the past, thinking about what could have, should have, would have been done. Label it memories or past. Invite your mind back to your steady gaze, the sound and feeling of your breath. You're doing amazing. We have 3 minutes to go. Keep it up. few rounds here, make it count. Embody this presence, cooling down, calming down. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Pause the breath. Perhaps squeeze all of the muscles around your tailbone. Lift the lower belly in and up. Press this energy up toward the center of your brain. Eyes close and roll up toward the brow point. Hold the breath. And as you need to, exhale through the nose. Relax the body. And continue to invite long, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Sitting absolutely still for the last few moments here together. Just noticing. Notice how your body feels, your physical body, your energetic body. Notice what your mind is doing. Perhaps it's feeling centered, still, or expansive. Maybe there's some clarity in the mind. Maybe there's a specific taste on the tongue. Really well done. Let's bring the hands back together and rub them one more time, stimulating all of the nerve endings in our palms and our fingertips, letting the energy from our heart flow through our shoulders, down to our elbows, up to our wrists, and into the hands. And then press the palms equally together in front of the heart center, and we'll close by chanting one more mantra, Sat Nam. In Sanskrit, Sat means truth. It's the short form for the word Satya. And Nam is my name or my identity. So this means the truth is my identity. Take a deep inhale here together, eyes closed if you'd like. Full exhale. And one more deep inhale to chant one long Sat, short Nam. Sat Nam. Bow down to your beautiful heart, your expansive, gentle, passionate, generous heart. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope that you got something from it, that maybe you lost yourself or found yourself or are inspired to try this again at another time. And if you had a hard time making it through, it's not an opportunity to beat yourself up, for this is a practice, and we often make mistakes and fumble through as we're learning something. So just be gentle with yourself. Acknowledge that you're doing great. You're starting something that maybe you've not tried before, and it is a practice. Thank you once again. I am so honored to be on this path with you. Until next time.